I once read a very interesting book a few years ago. On the very first page in the introduction, it said, "Don't believe a single word you're reading, but check it out by yourself." And that's exactly the same thing I'll be telling you now. Don't believe a single word I'll be saying in this video, but check it out yourself. Check it out in your past, when things have happened, that you went through crises, that you weren't able to explain to yourself, that you didn't know how to come out of it. You don't know why they happened, and you don't even know why they finished. But perhaps some of the things I'll be saying in this video and in other videos that will follow for a certain amount of time, check it out. See if it gives you some kind of explanation to what I said in these videos. You see, I've been involved in personal development for about 30 years now. And I've been working with thousands of people. And I understood one very simple truth, that in order to help people and to straighten out their lives, you have to know how reality works. Now, we think that reality is something abstract. It's something neutral, that you can do with reality whatever you want. If you really do things with power and passion and everything, things will eventually happen. In other words, you're able to bend reality. Well, that's not exactly so. Okay? There are things in reality that you have to respect. Otherwise, they won't work. They will get back at you. They will. They will turn against you. And people have a hard time understanding this. And one of the things I want to talk to you about, which is the central theme of all these videos and also of all the things I'm doing with people that I coach and that I train, and that's about credibility. We have to be credible. And that's not simple. It is not. We think that we're credible just because we're good people or just because we're able to do things. That's not enough. Let's take, for example, a category of people that, they're just not credible. For most people in the world, that's the politicians. Why do we not trust them? Oh yeah, I get it. They steal, they're corrupted, they're arrogant, they don't give a damn about what happens to their people. And all these things, how can they be credible? How can you know that you can trust them? If you don't trust people because they are not credible, you are not going to go with them. People will not buy from you. Your spouse will not buy from you. Your children will not buy from you. Even your body will not buy you. And it will get sick. That's because you're not credible. Now, it's hard to get that right now, but I will explain that in future videos. You'll understand that it all makes sense when you tie all things together. So, right now, what I want to talk to you about is one thing. Okay, these are the three things that make up credibility. If you don't have all three of these things, you really cannot come through as a credible person. People will not trust you. And that's the first thing is, of course, competence. You must know what you're talking about. People have to see that you have the experience, that you have the knowledge, you have the talent, you have the skill, to realize things, to make things happen. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you have a strong relationship, a strong bond. You see, it's not just about being nice to people. It's about making them understand that whatever you do, whatever you say, is for their sake, not yours. If they doubt that, even if you're a great person, you're skillful and you're great and you're competent and you're knowledgeable, whatever you are, they will not trust you because whatever you're doing is for you, not for them. And the third, and by far the most important thing that perhaps you haven't even heard about, is what I call systemic wisdom or systemic intelligence. Now, that is about the experience, being able to give explanations about the structure of reality. In other words, how this reality, which you think it's neutral, but it has a life of its own, connects with the other two things, that is knowledge and relationship. And what I've been doing all these years is about being able to work with people and increase and strengthen their credibility. Because once you have that, people will follow you. This guy doesn't just know what he's doing. Not only is he concerned about me, truly and honestly and deeply concerned about me, but he also can foresee things. He knows how things are going to happen. And that creates trust. And you can only foresee how things are going to turn out because you know how reality is made. And it's very simple. It's not about becoming a magician or something or a wizard. It's very simple. It's very human. We have that inside of us already. All we have to do is to learn to bring it out. Okay, so this is what I'll be talking about in all these videos. And you'll understand more and more and more. I mean, videos are going to be about 3-4 minutes long. This is perhaps a little longer, but it's the introduction. For the other videos, I will get straight to the point, and you will easily understand what I'm talking about, and you can apply that immediately in your life. See you next time.